Hello, YouTube! Ooh. Welcome to That's Munch Life in a very randomly special episode. We are playing Rainbow Decks today.
Yes.
You may have seen the other episodes where we played Rainbow Decks. I teased this episode a little while back that I had made a new Rainbow Deck, played it against Tank, and completely decimated him. Corey just made a Rainbow Deck just before this episode.
Yeah.
He came over and put it together. We had an idea for a theme while playing a while back, and he went ahead and implemented that theme.
See if it works. I don't know that it will, but you know.
I had already built mine, so I did not purpose build this to play against that deck at all, and I did not tell him anything that's in it, so he wasn't able to purpose build his deck to play against it at all. So these will be completely not built against each other decks.
Yep. Should be interesting.
Sometimes when you play against the same opponent, a lot of times you can play to their strengths and weaknesses, either consciously or subconsciously. It happens. But I actually had the idea for this deck a while back, and I wanted to build it specifically, and I was sitting at work one night just putting the deck list together, and it has the same general theme as one of my other decks, just dialed up to 100 and crazy%. It goes,
turn that dial up.
It goes up to 11. So, and when I make a rainbow deck, it's all proxies. So I made all of these cards at work.
But it could be anything.
There you go. So if the deck looks a little fatter, that's just because it has
air.
It has a front and a back because I print the fronts and then I print the backs.
Yeah.
And the card stock is slightly thinner than a regular card, but then you put two of them together and it's slightly thicker than a regular card.
Yeah.
So it's still 40 cards.
Right.
It's still 40 cards. As his is still 40 cards, and it has some proxies in it, but not a lot.
5. 1.
And when we play Rainbow Decks, as is our disclaimer, these are not canon. This is not an official game in any way, shape, or form. This is just a thought experiment to see how the cards interact with each other with no restrictions on colors. Therefore, we're not using any specific heroes. We are using Wanderers, which all have the same power. He's using a Flamingo just for the art bit. That's the Flamingo Wanderer that he got in his Blargsmith's present. And I'm using the Tardigrade Wanderer, which was from Free RPG Day last year, which I was able to acquire. Corey has one somewhere. I know because I gave him one.
I have one what?
One of the Tardigrades.
Oh, I have no idea where it was. It could be in that book that I lost.
Yeah, I got because I was able to acquire 3 of them. I got one for you, one for Tank, and one for me.
I mean, they're wanderers. They'll wander.
Yes.
So, I'll find it sometime.
The Wanderer. Yes, the Wanderer. That is statistically improbable. Mulligan.
But you did it.
Wow. 2 cards that I really, really wanted, and then the statistically improbable craziness.
I'll try my statistical improbable craziness.
Oh, I did not show off to the camera, but yeah. I did. I don't want to give it away, by saying it, but, I got, there's some card draw in here. Obviously, any deck is going to have card draw. There was some card draw, but it was one that I couldn't use, and that'll make sense later. But, the main theme of the deck, I didn't draw any of, and that is so statistically improbable.
Do it again.
Any of the cards that go with the main theme of this deck, there is a 46% chance that I will draw one of those cards on any given draw. So when you're drawing 6 cards in a row, wow, that's improbable.
Yeah. But you know, improbable houses have improbable rooms.
Yes. The Inn of Improbable Rooms. Alright, it worked in the last episode where I said this. Do better.
Do better.
Hey, do better.
Alright.
Alright, I will go second.
Cool. A contingency blank.
Ooh.
And we'll go to the last ditch.
Ooh. He drew a ditch.
Already there.
Son of a ditch.
My theme. And I'm done.
Yep. I said, well, it's not a secret because we discussed it before. His theme has to do with bravado.
Yeah.
He has a lot of the cards that have bravado, and then a lot of the cards that reflip the runaway marker. The last ditch has the effect of spill 3, flip your runaway marker. That is not. It has no restrictions on that. You can just do that whenever you want.
Pretty good.
Yeah. All right. Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to put out some chapsticks. And a discount pencil.
Ah.
And then I'll go weed.
Monsters. That's not fair. I'll run away.
Run away. Run away. Yeah, I'm going to put on a double-edged sword too.
Cool. What's that one do?
It's a 2/0 that basically gives me bleed.
Ow. Okay then.
Hence double-edged.
Okay, cool.
And then, done.
Didn't need me to spill anything. Cool. Yeah, still can't do much. Up to 3. Go ahead.
Strong. Yeah, 0.
0? Sure, what is it?
Yes, I used card dealer. And I will use crushing hate on him.
What's that do?
To give him 2.
To attack?
Yep.
Does it kill it at the end or something?
No.
Oh. Dang. That's just mean. Sure. I took 2.
And I got nothing.
That's alright.
But I did damage. Done.
Guess that's something. I don't want to do that right now, though. Yeah. That was a fun turn.
Oh, I didn't take my My
your
double
damage.
edged last turn,
Yeah.
and now I take it this turn too. There we go.
Okay.
See, I'm fair.
Did you have that one? You sure? I thought you only took 1 damage.
No, because I put it out. I decided on level 1 to put it out at the end of the turn. Like I put out the cudgel, I put out the chopsticks, and at the end I'm like, I'll put out the double edged sword too.
Oh, okay.
You just took really quick turns.
I guess I did. My turns have not been active.
This
is weird.
Alright, so I will put out more chopsticks.
La 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 la. I'm doing that.
1.
No, it's a used card deal. I went away. I don't like it.
2.
Sure.
It is a Cobalt Blade Master.
It was fine. Actually, get a number of weapons in. Oi!
Flaunt. Flaunt.
What does that do?
Flaunt. Move this card from your hand to your hoard face up and unzapped. Flaunt. Move this card from your hand to your hoard face up and unzapped.
Okay, so.
Now I have 6 weapons.
So it's a 6-1?
Yeah.
Ow. That hurt. Man, you're mean. Up to 8. Jeez.
That was awesome!
You have no cards in your hand, huh?
Correct. Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, I guess I'll do it. Unzap that. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Oopsie.
I don't like that at all.
I had a feeling you would.
You.
Let's see. That goes away too quick. It's mine. But I can now do the pause. Okay, up to level 5.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to turn the chopsticks.
Okay.
Take my 2 dudes. Yeah, cudgel! Not as much damage. What?
Yeah, sure. What is it?
It's a used card dealer!
Nice. Let's whack it.
Aww. I'll still get one of that thing back. So I get my scythe.
What's the size do?
That's one of the flaunt ones.
Oh, okay.
And then you thwacked it.
Yep.
Oh.
Sure.
He's a blade master. I'll go ahead and flaunt it.
That's 2.
Yep.
Alright. 5 and 10. At the end of the turn, I'll heal yourself about it.
I can't do anything about that. Yeah!
That's the number I like. Also, then turn I'm going to put a card on. Down to 4. Yeah.
All the zeros started looting. I didn't take any liars, guys. I'd been really crazy, I would have gone whole hog on 0-star loot, and I would have put in the Liar's Dice and the Purple Ludus and the Hot Potatoes and the Cursive Quack thing, and
I can do an Alta Blades.
oh, I have some of those too. Huh?
Because it definitely.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking for a weapon. Trinkets. What's the trinkets mean?
So when I was putting together the cheat sheet for the rainbow decks, I was putting together like utility cards that you would have in any given hero. So for the warrior, Alta Blades lets you go get any weapon, and in Thief, Up My Sleeve lets you go get any trinket.
Yeah, I need Up My Sleeve in this deck. That's what I'm missing.
So Up My Sleeve lets you go get any trinket, and in Cleric, House Hunting lets you go get any location, and in Wizard, Spellception lets you go get any treachery. So you have a bunch of stuff like that. So you have those utility cards that let you go get anything that you want. Finders Keepers in Thief also lets you go get any loot, but you have to sacrifice the loot that you have. So it's good to have like some of those 0-star loots that you have.
Sure.
Like Purple Ludus and stuff like that.
Goated.
Okay. Oh, at the end of your turn, I'm gonna do something like that. Then put. Let's go ahead and let's start. Row. Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh, this should have one counter on it too. So, that's just a one. Yeah, I guess I'll put both weapons in front of it.
No, my blade was here. I thought you'd think I was cheating.
I really wanted to kill that.
He killed the crap out of it.
Birds.
Alright. Where's all my card gods? Done.
Oh wait, I'm going to do this, but I guess.
Where's my clearance rack? And I'll go ahead and do the tardigrade thing now. I'm not going to do anything else with the chopsticks.
I'll just say go.
Well, okay.
It's lame. I don't have a whole lot I can do. Just
okay.
Kind of sucky. Stuck is in these days. I was hoping that would be. So, I'll start doing stuff here in a minute or two.
In a minute or two.
Oh,
Alright, and during reckoning, since I've wanted that, it gets a counter. During your reckoning, if this has no tokens on it, collect one. This gains 1 star for each token on it.
okay, so it just gains 1.
Yeah, it'll gain 1 and stay that way. So it's 0 when you put it out, when you flaunt it, and then it turns into a 1 star later on.
I see.
Unless I get my sock full of rhinestones.
Of course.
I can put out the overstuffed saddlebags, though.
Unless you draw cards or something.
I drew 1.
No, I mean, what's that do?
Oh, that's zap and prevent X damage where X equals the number of weapons in play that you would control. No.
So you have 2?
Yes. Currently 2.
Interesting.
And I don't have a monster yet. So.
End of the turn, I'm going to throw pause you. 3 damage.
Well, I gotta wait 2.
That's true. As much as I want to unflip my runaway marker to do it again, I can't wait to unzap this.
Ha!
It's interesting.
No shiny manipulators for you yet.
Yeah, they're here somewhere. That's card. 2, 2. Let's go pause you now for 3.
Ah.
Aha! Sure, zapped right now.
Yep.
Let's do 7 wags. Yeah, go ahead. What's that?
Tardigrade. Tardigrade 1. Bottom.
On the bottom.
They wanted to be second from the bottom, and that sometimes make a difference. Draw. I didn't help at all.
Yay! Just what I like to hear.
Well, I can't put that down now. I'll put it on another side. Flaunt.
And turn up at Alta Blaze. There's what I was looking for. Shiny manipulator.
Well.
That's the kind of thing I like to see. Yeah, you got this. Okay, so I'll just wait. Go ahead. Doesn't matter.
Zoink. Or at the end of your turn.
Sure.
And through the ball. Play a healing salvo of my own.
Ah, lame. That's a number I like to see.
Well, better than nothing.
Yeah.
Better than a kick in the eye.
True.
And I'll just be done.
End of the turn. So pause you for 3.
Okay. Oh boy.
Enter. Alright, and then I will spill 3 to unflip that. So 1. No, I lost my shoes. 2, 3. Oh, my accessories.
R.
That flips. Unzap this. And I'll do it again.
Okay.
For 3 damage. And then. But I'll switch shoes back on the bottom. So I like that card. And then take my turn.
Sorry. Yeah. I was setting it down and I didn't put it out. Did I put this out this turn or last turn?
Well, this turn is my turn, so it was on your turn that you played it.
Like this particular turn or like last turn? Okay.
Yeah, that's predictable.
Okay.
9, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, I can't take these other shoes. Yay!
I'll put that there so I remember.
So I'll deal 3 damage to you.
Ow. Alright, back to 0. Oh, wait.
Then I'll unzap the full pause. And I'll pay 1 and unflip my runaway marker. And we'll do it again. 3 more damage.
Ow.
It's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun. 2.
I quietly wonder if there's any monsters in this deck.
Feel free to wonder.
Feel free to wonder.
That's it.
Yeah. No. Rushing along. All right. Clear.
Ah.
Something to do.
Yeah.
Which means I'll go ahead and flaunt that and do that.
Draw card.
Yay! That was fun. I did something!
Yay!
Level 9, I have 5 stars worth of stuff.
Well, I did stomp all over your face before.
Yeah, when
After
I had...
you hit me for 8.
Right, that's it. When I had, like, 2 stars worth of stuff.
Yeah. True.
No, actually, I hadn't gone to the next turn yet. I had 0 stars worth of stuff.
Wow, that's a lot. A lot of nothing. I destroyed just a bunch of trash, just burning trash over here.
It's all you, coachies.
All right. Well, that should do it.
That should do it, he said.
I'll deal 3 damage to you.
Ow.
Yeah, do that.
I avoided 4.
Do that. Deal 3 damage to you.
Ow.
And then to whack you with my Hydrax.
Oh. What dang?
Woo! Yeah, you're right. There's no monsters in here. Not a 1.
Not on one. It's like my Edifice of Veneration deck. God, I couldn't get card draw.
But then I realized I should have been playing used card dealer since it spills 3.
Yeah. Yeah, the reason I took the mulligan, I got no loot.
Wow.
None.
Yeah, that would be weird for that deck.
None.
That is really odd, yeah.
I was like, you haven't even seen it yet.
I got a lot of loot in mine too, but mine actually has stars on it. These are my stars. Yeah, that's really cheap. Yeah.
Yeah, there are 17 weapons in this deck.
Yeah, okay. 3 locations. The rest are half split between loot and mischiefs. Boop, boop.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 loots.
Wow.
There's basically a 50-50 chance of getting a loot on any draw.
I got 17 myself.
17 loots or stars of loot?
17 loots.
Okay.
Yeah. Individual cards. That's kind of what my deck kind of does, is it uses these loots to kill you.
Yeah, 19 loot, like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 stars.
Yeah, I have a lot more stars than you, that's for sure. 1, 2, 3, 5, that's 8. I'm already ahead of you with 4 of these.
I couldn't get any of my Alta Blades. Which, I mean, I was drawing stuff, but I would have gone and got my stock.
I have 34 stars. 34 stars of stuff.
You sure did pre-shrunks.
Oh yeah, that might be looking good. Yeah, pre-shrunk. Good idea.
See, I couldn't get any of my card draw. I got Flare Clear right at the end, but I couldn't get Bone Depot. and I couldn't get my clearance rack.
Yeah.
That was I got that on my draw that I took my mulligan on.
Stick with target location. When your hero draws cards, their what? Opponent?
Opponent.
Also draws one card.
The errata to that is on their turn.
On their turn, okay.
So on my turn, if I draw a card, you draw a card. And on your turn, if you draw a card, I draw a card.
So we just keep drawing cards. Got it.
Right. So the way that it's worded on here, though, is if I draw a card, you draw a card. And then if you draw a card, I draw a card. So it basically would be the first
infinite.
time. Yeah, the first time somebody draws a card with this out, we deck ourselves.
Yeah.
Done.
Wow. What a game.
But that's like the fun thing is to get Bone Depot with the clearance rack on it.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
And then you draw just a shitload of cards. And then I put out 15 loots. And then like you can take any monster. Like, oh yeah, that's a plutonium dragon for 8 gold. Sure, bring it on. Whatever.
Nah, I can prevent that.
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, you get that Hydrax with epic loot out, and it's maxed out at the 8, 9, 93 damage on there. You're gonna crush an 82, so it's 11 damage on a fucking Hydrax. Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh boy. I don't like it.
Like 100 and crazy %.
Awesome.
I like this deck. I like the idea of this deck a lot. It just
me too. My deck's fun.
It needs a tweak or two. I knew that, and I was thinking about it last night. Like I said at work, I'm like, I need one of these. I was thinking I needed to find place for a troll wall.
Yeah.
Is what I needed.
My card's pretty strong, especially since I thwacked you to death.
Right. With the thwack, like if I had a troll wall, that would have like if I had been able to stop that, I would have gotten at least another turn. Because all you would have been able to do is one more faux pas that would put me in 19.
Right.
So that I would have gotten one more turn, which might not have been able to do anything, but it would have been something.
Yeah.
And being able to hold on just that one extra little bit. Like the monsters in here is all utility. It's like I said, the 100 and crazy %. So it's temperamentals and Cobalt Blade Masters.
Of course.
That's pretty much it.
And damage with a Blade Master.
And the game I played against Tank, we didn't film it because I was just trying out the deck. But I had like a cudgel and a chopsticks out.
Mm-hmm.
I put out a temperamental.
Right.
And then
He thought he was safe.
He thought he was safe, and then I flaunted.
Nice.
2 weapons. I'm like, flaunt. Massive amount of damage.
Crushed by temperamental. That is pretty mean.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which, I wish there was one of these flaunt weapons in Warrior.
Yeah.
Because that would be an amazing deck to be able to do with the temperamental.
Mm-hmm.
To be able to have those in your hand to put the temperamental out. If they already know you have the temperamental, you don't have 4 weapons out,
mm-hmm.
then you're hiding that.
You can surprise them.
And you surprise them flaunt. Even with 3 out, you just flaunt one of them, and then you have that 4th weapon out there let's run away. But either a gray flaunt weapon or a warrior flaunt weapon would be great.
These are your ditches.
My ditches.
You want your cards back, I guess.
As long as there's no V-rares in there, Merry Christmas.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Except for the faux pas that I need for the book.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But tell us what you think of rainbow decks. Anyone who plays, have you ever played with a rainbow deck? Except Matt, I know you do.
If I get me a proxy of that, is good.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
But tell us what you think about rainbow decks and all that good stuff. These thought experiments. I've also had a couple of other ideas, like building a deck around a particular card, like deciding, say, the Inn of Improbable Rooms. Like you can choose 39 cards in your deck, but you have to have the Inn. And stuff like that.
Random craziness.
Right, and Matt and I played a game one day where we started at level 10 and counted down. That was a crazy game. Yeah. That was fun. That was 10 minutes. just because we were having fun with it. But like starting at level 10, you were much more likely to take the mulligan at that point.
What kind of crazy stuff can you on turn 1?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, precisely. Like you're looking for those big monsters and like a lot of stars of loot or like 5 different mischiefs to play or something like that. And so just like variants and stuff like that. I actually have an idea for a 3-player variant of the CCG. I think it would be interesting to try. Just keeping it fresh, keeping it fun, and eagerly awaiting season 2. Hint, hint, Steve Jackson game. And
no pressure.
But until then, be sure to like, share, favorite, subscribe, pay it forward, send us money, be excellent to each other, and we'll see you next time.